Morgan, this started as a robbery call right here at REI. It ended with an officer doing a bear hug type tackle of the man with the axe. The man had just stolen an ice axe and held it up to threaten store security who tried to stop him. Police tracked.
One of the officer's own supervisors filed the complaint with Seattle's Office of Police Accountability. Again, the officer is being investigated for failure to de-escalate.
Come on, Seattle. Are you serious right now? The movie used to subdue the guy with the axe has the word hug in it. What supervisor stitches out his own dude for bear hugging a guy, swinging around an axe, trying to knock people in the dome with it? Haven't you ever played the game Tomb Raider? Shit's gnarly, got teeth and stuff on it. Ka-thunk sticking out of your head. How could you de-escalate the situation anymore?
Give me all your money. Police, stop!
I'm sorry.
Just don't do that again.
The guy repeatedly threatened people with an ice pickaxe. The officers didn't use pepper spray. They didn't tase him. They hugged him to the ground so that he wouldn't swing an axe around, knocking anybody in the dome. Then this supervisor files a failure to de-escalate complaint against the officer. Once again, for hugging the man with the axe to the ground. This supervisor is a blue falcon. Swooping low to pick up and drag away any good police officer and throw him to the wind. Just leaving that guy out to dry. What kind of never been a beat cop answering calls sitting on his rump in his office all day supervisor is this? I bet you he's only ever been a meter maid. I bet he hasn't done anything other than be a glorified taxi driver for the mayor around town, running over homeless people in Seattle. I bet he never left the camera room. I bet the only arrest that supervisor's ever had to make is when somebody turns themselves in at a district or station house. There are police officers who've been in the academy for over a decade that have more common sense than this supervisor. It's poor leadership like this that causes situations like we saw in Toronto, when the guy ran over a bunch of people and then pulled out a pistol and started pointing it at cops, having a gosh dang Mexican standoff, both people looking down the barrel of each other's guns, not wanting to pull the trigger because you don't know what's going to happen, because you don't know how the news is going to portray you. Police officers are becoming paralyzed by the Monday morning quarterbacking of every politician and news agency out there. I can only imagine what the SWAT team would look like with that kind of supervisor in charge. All right, gentlemen, there's a barricaded man in there. He's got a pistol. We're assuming he's got 15 rounds in it. He is a madman after all. We've got 20 officers here. That means when he shoots 15 of us, because we can't touch him until he's done shooting us. We don't want to get a de-escalation of force memo from Supervisor Falcon. So after we all get shot, the 5 remaining officers who are not wounded will go in and namaste his chakras and get them in proper alignment until he eventually gives up. We have 27 medics on hand, just in case one of the medics gets a sliver. All right. Happy thoughts on 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy thoughts.